Okay, I cannot stress this enough. Your muzzle. If your dog acts stressed, they're not comfortable with it being put on, they shy away from it, you have not trained it properly. When I tell people that your muzzle should be able to change your dog's mind about a situation, that means that when this comes out, they're okay with it. They're okay with it being on their face. And that means that, the Muzzle Up projects are a great resource. Obviously, if you're having issues, let me know. I will go over it again, but every dog should be trained to muzzle, regardless of if they're a bite risk, if they don't like other dogs, if they're reactive. It's not something that we should villainize. The muzzle is there for safety for your dog and you and other people. If your dog is not comfortable, Nix, leave it. Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? Yes, a good girl. And just like that. And just like that. We created a recall, a hand deliver, huh? Yeah. Okay. Go lay down, Nix. Go. Go. I don't have any more toys. Couch. When, puppy antics. When you're dealing with a dog that's doing muzzle training, it's so slow that it's not even a thing that you really realize that they're excited about unless you're paying attention. Their body should be loose, their face should be loose, their ears should be comfortable. Them being in a position where they're not comfortable with this does not help you when you're working on training your dog. Your dog, when you're doing a muzzle training session, can walk away. Your dog doing a muzzle training session can participate. Cooperative care is one of those things that your dog has to make the choice up here, not just compliance, but make the choice to participate in whatever it is you're doing. The harder you work with your dog on this, the more it's going to show in sessions. My muzzle was the difference between Baxter being not comfortable in the vet's office and being comfortable in the vet's office. He made all the difference once he realized this was it. And no, not every dog is going to love its muzzle, but I want them to the point where they're comfortable enough that they know this means they're going to go out, they're going to get to go do things, they're going to get to go be around people. If your dog is reactive, if you're outside of your home, if you have guests over, if your dog has a bite record, this is a given every single time. You cannot put your dog at risk. You cannot put yourself at risk. The way I have my contract set up is if you don't comply with that, I do not have to work with you, because it's a safety issue for you and other people. Dogs may not want to hurt you, but dogs that learn to use their teeth to get their way, dogs that are scared, dogs that are frustrated, they could accidentally bite you. No, they would not, ever do it intentionally, but redirected aggression is a thing. The number of clients that I have seen over the years who have been injured because they thought their dog would never bite them, and their dog would bite them. Their dog did bite them. And it wasn't their dog trying to hurt them. Accidents happen. When your dog's in that state where they can't think, they don't process that it's you. They don't process that it's their friend, their brother, their sister. They don't process. They just react. It's not maliciousness. And dogs that do this, that do status bite, that, hey, you will give me that, you will move. That's, you take away their tools. You can play nice and not wear a muzzle, or you can wear a muzzle. Teaching them, you're not being mean, you're being safe. That's the number one thing to keep in mind when you're working with a reactive dog. Being safe is probably the hardest thing to get everyone in the families to comply with. And I understand. I felt horrible when I first started having to put Baxter in a muzzle. I realized real quick, though, how much freer he was and how much more relaxed I was when we were out and about, because I wasn't as worried about him making a bite. I was worried about him actually thinking and paying attention to me, because that's what I was getting. He wasn't panicking anymore. He relaxed, and you could visually see it because I relaxed. It makes a difference. Practice your muzzles all the time with your dogs. You should be using them as a bowl. You should be giving treats through here. Camp tubes are wonderful. Wet food, camp tubes. Easy cheese, ready whip. Just be careful with the dairy products, because you can mess up their stomach. If you give peanut butter, make sure there's no xylitol in it. Read your labels. Muzzle should be something that your dog's okay with, no matter what. If you have questions, call me. If you need more guidance, text me. I don't mind doing extra sessions on this. This is something I want every client to learn. If you feel like you don't have it on muzzle, your dog's not comfortable, let me know.